Hey guys, what's up? It's Isn't here and I got a haircut. Now I don't have a script for this video, I want to keep it quick and scriptless, so real quick let's run through what happened on this channel, at least in 2021. So the first thing that I made, and the first video that I released, would have been this, the LARP pommel. Well, the pommel for my LARP sword. I made this in collaboration with McNerdy Makes, which, you know, I'll link everything down in the description or in annotations or wherever the hell it is that you link videos now. I haven't made one for about a month. I'm stupid happy with this. I got to display this at OzComic-Con Sydney in December earlier. And honestly, look at this thing. It was a lot of fun doing something outside of my wheelhouse, and it was so much easier having someone who resides in that wheelhouse to show me how to do it. The next video that I released, but not necessarily the next thing that I made, was this bag for my Witcher Manticore armor cosplay. I tried to put some magnets on it to make sure that the flap closes properly, but as you can see, the magnets have since fallen off. So I still got to figure out how it closes, but it holds my phone and wallet while I wander around at cons and fairs, and I think we can all agree that that's basically a good thing. The next video that I released was of course a talking head video where I bitched and moaned about the Netflix rendition of The Witcher and talked about how brilliant and flawless the games were. Not really, but it was pretty close to that. I'm partway through the second season of The Witcher now, so sequel risk? Yeah, honestly, that'd be pretty good. I haven't put out a video in a while. The next video and thing that I made was for my scabbard, or my scabbarded? Scabbardard. It's for my sword holder. In hindsight, I would have done this a lot differently, just like, you know, everything else. I'm actually thinking of a version 2 of this so that it's a little bit easier to take the swords in and out if I want to wear them with a different costume, but by and large, this takes 2 swords and puts them on 1 belt. And I can't think of a reason that that phrasing would be an issue. God, you did a good job, Grant. The next video that I made, I can't actually show you the object because it was a commission. Someone decided to pay me money for something that I had made, which was like, it was a hand-tooled water bottle holster for a friend who goes horse riding and wanted something that she was able to hang off of her saddle, and I was only too happy to oblige with the hand tooling. The next video that I made kind of came without any warning and out of left field. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's @Sisn't, by the way. You wouldn't have known that I also do like post-apocalypse cosplay. It's just that because I feel like there's not as much making involved in that. I don't generally showcase how I get to those costumes on the channel. I say those costumes as if there's more than one of them. But I made a little video, introductory film. Honestly, if someone can tell me what genre that video is, I'd be much obliged because I really liked making it. So the reason, I guess, for the genesis of that video, if you will, is that some photographer friends and some costuming friends all got together at these abandoned oil shale mine works out in way outback country in New South Wales. So it's just the perfect setting for dressing up like it's Mad Max and running around. I'll link some of the photographers and costumers' Instagrams below because some of the stuff that they make and produce is absolutely phenomenal, and it is so lacking in light pollution out there that we're able to do these incredible light painting displays. And this year I decided to bring my own camera and stuff around and see what I could make happen, and I'm pretty happy with what I made happen. Doesn't really have much of a storyline per se, or too much of a reason to exist, but it's cool and creepy and aesthetic, and honestly those are the 3 checkboxes that I was going for when I brought the camera. The next video that I made was the plant leather versus animal leather comparison with some samples of plant-based leather that I got sent to me for free, which was really cool, but obviously that video was always going to be controversial, especially in the leather crafting groups that I posted it to, and that's understandable. You know, we are, as ever, limited and constrained by the language that we use, and people don't like the word that is used to describe the thing that they're into being used to describe tangentially related things that aren't quite that thing, and that's, I always knew that was going to happen. But that was a cool video, and honestly I'm excited to see where that industry goes because quite frankly, it can only go onwards and upwards from here. The next video that I did was the 21 questions and corresponding 21 answers for the CosTube Q&A for the CosTube Symposium, or COSY, which was a lot of fun. I definitely wish that I had done more for it. I really enjoyed the live streams that I put on, but watching everyone else have so much fun and all of the stuff that everyone made, I kind of wish that I'd done like a few more little like pre-recorded videos that I could have just scheduled, because that would have been neat too. But thanks to everyone who came and hung out in the live streams. It was really, really cool. The next video that I did was the Costube Hunter series for Cozy 2021, and that was silly. That was so dumb. That was just born of a late night conversation on a Discord with a bunch of friends about what would be fun and goofy, and it was both of those things. It was fun and goofy, and I hope that you guys had fun too, because I'd sure hate it if it was fun at your expense. Just a quick side note, one of those Cosplay Hunter videos is now my most viewed video, by a fair margin. It has 19,000 views. Why? Why does it have 19,000 views? How do I replicate that? YouTube, help me out here. What do I need to put in the title and the thumbnail to make that lightning strike twice? Jesus Christ, 19,000 goddamn views. And then I rounded the year out with my tutorial series. I did a couple of live streams and those were really, really fun. Again, thank you to everyone who came by. But in terms of actual videos that I produced, there was the one on how I do research, which is not like the most necessary video in the world. I'm sure most of you could have figured that out, but I've had a couple of requests into how exactly my process works, and so you're welcome. That was mostly to take part with a bunch of other costubers who were showing how they all did their research, and theirs are a lot more actually focused on like actual research. So if you're interested in how other people actually research, you can use my video just as a jumping off point and go through that playlist at your leisure. And then the rest of the videos that I made were what I've affectionately dubbed the leather lessons. And look, I'm not 100% satisfied with that title, so like if you've got something better, I can always edit the title of the videos. It's fine. So yes, the next videos that I made were the leather lessons videos, the tutorial series that I'm putting together, where I'm trying to keep it sort of episodic and really, really short form, which historically has been a real struggle for me, keeping the videos trimmed down. We'll see how I do with this one. I have really enjoyed actually just knuckling down and doing a tutorial series. I do have the next one scripted. This series will be finished. The next one is scripted. I'm ready to start shooting. The reason that it didn't get finished is because December happened. And look, but December's over now. Kaloo-kalay. So what does the next year, or rather this year, hold for me, hold for this channel, hold for you, my dear friends? Well, there are nearly 700 of you now. Where did you all come from? Thank you so much for subscribing and liking and commenting and following me on Instagram and all of that good stuff. It really means a lot to me that so many people are interested in what I'm doing, and look, it absolutely means the whole wide world to me. I've actually had a couple of people contact me and tell me, hey, I watched your videos and I made this thing, and show me a picture of the thing that they've made. And that, I can't tell you how much that warms my heart. That's a really, really incredible feeling. And so to those of you out there who are following along and making stuff with me, thank you. Thank you so much. And to those of you who are just watching the videos or having them on in the background while you make something or whatever, man, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. I'm really glad that you're here. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I did just babbling for a couple of minutes. You guys take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Oh, this haircut?